I'm James Sharman, joined by Craig Forrest and Danny Dichio. As I mentioned there, the Messi saga continues. It's more of a soap opera at this point, but we have now heard officially from Barcelona. Here's their sporting director, Ramon Planes.
Nosaltres no contemplem cap mena de sortida de Leo a nivell contractual, perquè entenem que el que volem és que es quedi. I jo crec que Leo s'ha de tindre un respecte enorme, perquè estem parlant del millor jugador del món, el millor jugador de la història, que el futur que ens ve és positiu. N'estic absolutament convençut, que hem de parlar d'optimisme, de futur, de jugadors joves, de jugadors de molt talent i de jugadors amb molta experiència com Leo. Hi ha de jugadors que estan a l'equip, que han guanyat grans coses per construir tots plegats aquest Barça que tots volem. I no podem sortir d'aquesta idea, perquè és la nostra idea. Crec que Leo ha donat moltíssim al Barça, moltíssim, que el Barça també és un matrimoni que s'han donat molt.
So what are the bookies saying? Currently, Barca is still the favourite to retain Messi's services. PSG, of course, in there. Inter Milan in there as well. Maybe MLS at some point. And also, of course, those two Manchester clubs. Now, could he be off to Lancashire? Is it possible? Let's hear now from the experts.
I just don't think it's the right move for the club. I think Pep's been building a new team, a team for the future, a young team, and I think it'd be disruptive to that. And, you know, at 33 years of age, I know he's still a great player, but I don't think it's the right direction of travel for us.
I think it's not necessary. We need young talent. We don't need Messi. Messi is too old for Manchester. We need someone who will help us in the next 5 years. Messi is washed out.
You wouldn't like to see him, you know...
No, not at all. You don't have to finish your question. Not at all. We don't need him. We don't need him. We're good with the young talents that we have. We have to invest the money in young players. Messi is too old for us.
All right, listen, you get a lot of fans, and I understand some of what they're saying there. He is 33, and it wouldn't be for, you know, a long-term success, but come on, you don't turn down Leo Messi.
No.
Is he washed up?
Well, I mean, everybody knows he's going to come into the end of his career, but not quite yet. Not quite yet. And I think that, you know, just being who he is, a lot of business models and a lot of clubs would look at it differently because of it's Lionel Messi, and rightly so. Just the fact that if this player plays at your club, arguably the greatest player that's ever played, it's pretty amazing.
It's pretty amazing. I mean, you go for an example of Ronaldo when he signed for Juve last year, or nearly 2 years ago now. Within 24 hours, they sold over 500,000 jerseys. Can you imagine if Messi's going to Manchester United or even Man City? It would be astronomical. But if we go back to Messi being washed up, what is that guy talking about?
But they're fans, right? And with respect, we're fans too, right? But there are some smart fans and some fans that aren't so smart and just get carried away and just overthink things. Yes. There's also fans at Barcelona who are very upset right now, and the Barca fans have taken to the streets en masse to protest this. They are absolutely furious that their Messiah could be on the way out of their club where he's won so much over so many years. Here are the scenes. They are demanding Bartomeu, the current president, leaves. I imagine they also want Ronald Koeman to leave as well, despite being on the job for about a week at this point. But this is the love that Messi has at Barcelona. Is it possible that we often talk about players thinking they're bigger than the club, and that rarely if ever proves to be the truth? But is Leo Messi bigger than Barcelona?
No. Nobody's bigger than a club. Nobody's bigger than the sport itself. You said that years and years ago about Pelé as well. 40 years' time, Barcelona's still going to be there. Messi will be remembered fondly, but nobody's bigger.
I got a funny feeling that Messi is still going to be at Barcelona this season. I think in 2 weeks' time, once all this media hype has kind of died down a little bit and there's a new story that we're going to be talking about, Messi will quietly sign a new contract extension and he'll be playing at Barcelona this year. It's very exciting that we can see him pulling on the colours of another jersey, and I would love to see him in the Premier League, but I just feel that he's going to be at Barcelona What worries me is that Koeman is going in there and he's trying to stamp his authority. He's apparently told Suarez that he's not needed. There's a couple other players that have had talks this week, and that there's things moving forward, and Barcelona want to move in a new direction, but with the same, obviously, bloodline that they've trying to get back to and be successful, and they want Messi part of that. Does Messi want to be part of that is the big question.
Yeah, like what does Messi want in these conversations moving forward with the management to make it work for him? What do you think it is? Because I don't think they're going to be necessarily competitive like they have been over the next couple of years. And Messi's going, I've got 24, 36 months left here.
Yeah.
And well, there's financial issues there, right? They can't go out and suddenly, he wanted Neymar last year, for example. He asked for Neymar, and they couldn't afford him. It's not as if Barca can go out and just procure talent, whoever they want anymore. Yeah. There's big financial issues there.
If he goes to Man City, he's thinking to himself, win the first Champions League with them potentially, with a side that's aggressively going for it. PSG, perhaps.
Rainy day in Lancashire. Lovely beaches, sun in Barcelona.
Yeah, I know.
Milan even, Milan sounds
Well, how about
pretty
this rumour, which is making the rounds right now regarding, of course, Man City. It's really interesting, of course, Man City own more than one team, right? So here it is, Man City are weighing up offering Lionel Messi a long-term contract that would see him move to partner club New York City FC after 3 years in the Premier League. Several sources have told basically ESPN FC. Now, from a business standpoint, it makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? You can see that, and we know Messi is certainly contemplating a move to North America at some point, if not just now.
Well, there's a couple of things. I mean, there's another conversation altogether on the fact that should a group be able to do this or own multiple clubs in different countries and be able to set up a system like this. Certainly one that is very tasty to Messi at 33, saying, we'll give you a 5-year contract, perhaps. Mm-hmm. And, that's a long stretch. You're going to be with the organization, Man City, and then move over to New York for the last few years, like the great Pelé did. You can see why they're second favorites, too.
I would love to see Messi at Kansas. Somewhere like that.
I don't think it's going to happen, Deej.
No?
No.
Nashville?
I'm pretty confident. Maybe Nashville.
Maybe.
He loves his country.
Cincinnati?
But, it's just a fascinating situation, and who knows where he ends up. It reminds me a little bit, in a bigger scale, as the Wayne Rooney situation all those years ago, where he came out and said, I want to leave. Man City were involved there. Fergie even came out and said the boy wants to leave.
Yeah,
Chelsea as well.
Yeah.
In the end, he got a new contract. He signed. It was leverage. But you think if Messi is playing that game again and he ends up staying at Barcelona, it'll be a bit of a laughing stock, won't he? I mean, again, Leo, you've done it again. You've put the blade to the throat of Barcelona, and they've caved?
I don't think it's that he'll be a laughing stock. I think there's a big power struggle going on at Barcelona at the moment. And I just feel it's what can Barcelona do for Messi to keep him there. It's not what can Messi do for Barcelona anymore. It's what can Barcelona do and provide and show what direction they're going in to make him stay. Because I'd love to see him stay at that club for the remainder of his career and be a one-club legend. But I would also like to see him play in the Premier League.
I'll say this, though.
For when QPR get promoted.
I'll say this, though. If Messi leaves 2 years after Ronaldo left, maybe La Liga becomes the new Serie A of a few years ago now, with the stars start leaving, because it'd be a big hit, I think, for that league, obviously, to lose this guy.